Amsterdam. I spent a summer in Amsterdam, praying on my knees and pressing the cold hardwood floors of the sanctuary to the damp skin of my forehead. But you probably knew that. I bet you could tell from every crinkle in my skin, every weakened bone in my body, every pavement crack in my lips. I spent the weekends in the lonely pews, at the snobby bake sales, at the empty prayer meetings, listening to one after the other, trying to force their acts of kindness into the conversation first. I figured I'd just pray. I figured I'd just read the Bible, listen to the music, and sit with him alone, because his people were just like all the others. They'd powwow about skirt lengths while I frayed at the seams. So I prayed till my knees began to blister, preached so hard my family began to whisper, beat down my past self till there was no spark left in her, donated my last cent trying to get rid of her, trying to replace the rotten flesh he spoke about with someone worthy of his love. But I fell short every time. I didn't have enough hate to pray the gaze away. Wasted my life afraid of the judgment day. I didn't have enough strength to keep living that way. I had finally had enough. Prayer was empty air. Sacred words seemed less than fair. Attempts to repent still left me unsure that I'd be accepted by a God who priced salvation as favors and chores, whether he admitted it or not. It felt anti-human, telling us we're flawed before expecting perfection. The dreams of screams in the fiery abyss were finally too much for me to feel. One night I realized there will never be a day where I wake up and find the truth, not unless it's the final one. I could study it for a lifetime and still never be the wiser one. So in the meantime, I've decided to live, to run through the snow and feel blades of grass through my fingertips, to feel cold popsicles burn the tips of my teeth in the summers and hot chocolate crackle my tongue close to Christmas, to strive for something beyond myself and fall in love the way my mother did, without so much pain being the main difference. I've taken the time to decide that a healthy mind is better than chasing a script that threatens to erase me. And so that's my advice to you: to twinkle your toes in the sand and refuse to live your life in remorse, to scrape up your knees but not your self-esteem, and most importantly, to love everyone around you as if they just spent a summer in Amsterdam, looking for themselves in every verse, paranoid about the length of their skirt, wandering around in fear that they deserve the worst. We can't be perfect, but we can be kind. That's all I'll ever know for sure.